Good morning, good morning, good morning. Thank you for tuning in here to Uniquely Different from the Rest. I am your host, a bucket full of energy, and of course, I'm here to bring you a motivational message for the day. All right, so if this is your first time here, welcome, welcome, welcome. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button to be notified of those future episodes. And yes, this is a motivational card reading, which means I'm using motivational cards only. All right, I got a deck of motivational words and a deck of motivational messages. Okay, so we're pretty much going to get a motivational message that's going to inspire us to get through this day as well as this week and even the rest of the year, But the whole reason for a motivational message is for you to work on those parts of yourself that you keep putting on that back burner. All right. So without further ado, let's go right ahead and let's hop right into this message so you can be on your way. All right. So I hope you are in happy spirits. I know I start every session off like that because I really hope you are. All right. Life's too short for us to be unhappy. All right. It just seems like more and more people are becoming unhappy, and it could be due to a few factors. All right. We're not going to talk about those factors today, but it could be due to a few things. All right. But once you turn inward and you understand that your happiness is inward, then you won't look to other people for validation, or you won't look to other people for your happiness. Not saying that you do, but in certain circumstances, some people rely on other people for their happiness. Like, for an example, when somebody gets into a relationship, some people feel as if, if I get into this relationship, I'm just going to be happy, and that's not the case. Because if you're not happy with you, how could you really expect that other person to be happy with you? Right? I'm just saying, a relationship is not going to fill that void. It may fill the void of the loneliness, but however you're feeling deep down inside, a relationship is just going to put the icing on the cake. It's not necessarily going to check the temperature and see if it's done in the middle. I hope that makes sense. All right. So whatever the case is, just make sure you're staying focused, and you're doing things because it's what's best for you. All right. The whole reason for this is for you to grow as a person. All right. So let's jump right into it. You got two motivational messages for the day. And your first one is, make sure you don't start seeing yourself through the eyes of those who don't value you. You need to know your worth, even when others don't. You are not what people think of you. All right. I feel like this message came out for a particular reason. It's crazy I started the reading off talking about that, but make sure you don't start seeing yourself through the eyes of those who don't value you. All right. And sometimes we have to be put in the most uncomfortable positions for us to understand that someone doesn't value us. All right. Most of the time, the red flags are there, but we also choose to ignore those red flags for whatever reason. It could be a person, place, or a thing. Whatever the case is, we decide to ignore those red flags, and then we begin to question ourselves later on down the line, like, why is this happening? Because clearly we decided to ignore those red flags, right? So when you ignore the red flags, that means that you're not even using your full intuition on whatever it is. It's like you're relying on someone else to give you an answer of something you already know the answer to, right? So that's kind of like in the same sense of seeing yourself through the eyes of those who don't value you. All right. Not saying it like that, but saying it like that. This is your life, and people are not going to have the same energy about your life as you are. I'm not saying that there's people that don't, but I'm just saying you should want your energy to be the highest when it comes to your life. All right. And understanding your worth is a totally different story. All right. You don't have to go to other people for validation of who you are and who you are. Stand 10 toes down all day, period. Okay. Because you have to know you best at the end of the day. All right. So your second message is, don't lose sight of this truth. You came here to evolve and grow. It is necessary to experience the difficult times. That is when you will grow most. There is always a light at the end of the tunnel. Be proud of your journey. All right. So don't lose sight of this truth. feel like these cards really go hand in hand. All right, don't lose sight of the truth. You know who you are. You know what you came here to do. And if you don't, it's about time you figure it out. All right, you came here to evolve and grow, first and foremost. All right, you didn't come here to remain stagnant or to remain in the same place that you're in. All right, you came here to evolve and grow as a person. All right, we're going to go through certain things. We all do, no matter what it is, but when you get to a point when this something that you're going through is changing you, and it's not changing you in a good way, it's more in a bad way, or if it's putting you more into a negative position than in a positive position, then I feel like you already have your answer. All right, so you definitely came here to evolve and grow, and that's what should be on your mind, is how can I continue to evolve and grow? Nothing more, nothing less. All right, a big thing is cutting out those distractions. Those distractions will get you in a place you don't want to be. All right, so stop trying to keep up with them Joneses and focus on your own journey. All right, if you don't have a journey, create a journey. All right, we're not getting no younger out here. Okay? Okay. All right, let's go ahead. Let's try that again. Let's go ahead and jump into it, and let's see what motivational words you need to hear for the day. All right. You're already in the mindset of seeing you for who you are, even looking into the mirror. If you're somebody, that's suffering with something like that, reminding yourself in the mirror who you are every day. All right. Yes, I'm not B. Yeah, you know the rest. But yeah, I'm her. I'm her. Who made that song? Megan Thee Stallion. Have that positive attitude about yourself. Somebody in the world needs to hear that. All right. But at the same time, don't lose truth. All right, don't lose yourself. I feel like that's what it's kind of saying, is don't lose yourself. All right, there's going to be a lot of things that go on in this world, but you're being asked to not lose yourself. All right. So you got one motivational word today, and you also got keep going on the bottom of the deck. All right. So we'll go with both of these. We have presence and we have keep going. All right. You're being asked to, actually, before we get into it, do you feel as if that is the correct order? It's only 2 cards, but do you feel like your presence would matter most, or you feel like you have to keep going? Let's read the message for presence, and then we'll get our answer. So you're being asked to spend more time in the present moment, which equals to stop ruminating about the past or longing for the future. Your life is happening right now. And when you're not present for it, you miss all of its beauty. All right. I feel like that's your first card. All right. You got to be present. That's what it is. You have to be present and not lose yourself. Maybe you're caught up in your head. Maybe you're caught up in social media. Maybe you're caught up in the lives of other people. Maybe you're caught up doing things you shouldn't be doing, and it's causing problem after problem after problem. I'm just saying, only you know what it is. But whatever it is, you're like caught up in the past, and you being caught up in the past is stopping you from evolving and growing. All right. Life is about leveling up. But if you're currently stuck in the past, living in the past, thinking in the past, even doing past type things, what do you think your outcome is going to be? It's not going to be to excel. It's going to be to be stagnant. Right. I mean, some things that you did in the past may work right now. But every single thing or every single challenge or every single obstacle that you face, you're not going to be able to use the same technique. All right. Look at it almost like a football game. All right. You got 2 different teams. If one team keeps using the same play over and over again, the other team's going to catch on like, well, I already know what they're going to do. You know what I mean? Like, so you want it to be to the point where, you know what you're doing. You got this, and you're going to keep it moving. All right. So like I said, you also had keep going. It may feel as though you've been on this path or journey for so long, and you may even wonder if you're making any progress toward your dreams. This message is a loving reminder for you to keep going. You're almost there. All right. So it could be like you're stuck in between 2 places. It's like a part of you may feel like you almost lost yourself, but then the other part of you feels like you know who you are. You're just stuck in between being that old person and transforming or transitioning into this new version of yourself, or this new way of thinking, or this new mindset. That's kind of like what it's coming down to. And when that's the case, you got to take a step back. You got to pause and you got to really see things for what they are. You got to really see people for who they are. If they're not doing you no justice, kick them out. If they bring you negativity, kick them out. If they're low vibrational, kick them out. I'm just saying, if somebody's not being high vibrational or giving you positive energy, then it's time to kick them out your life. Okay? You got to focus on you. All right, your present moment and building a strong foundation for your future. If you on shaky terms right now, what you think your future going to be on? It's going to be just as shaky. All right, so take some time to focus. Find yourself again. If you did lose yourself, all right, but find yourself again. And, if you're somebody that's just a bit stagnant in the moment, you don't know how to evolve and how to grow, then that's when you got to look inward. Find out who you are again, or who you are transitioning into. What do you like to do? What are your hobbies? What piques your interests? All right, what makes you happy at the end of the day? I said a lot of people in this world are so unhappy, and it's crazy how many people are unhappy, so that's something you got to ask yourself. Am I happy? And if I am happy, what makes me happy? Get my drift? So keep going, but at the same time, stay out of that past. What happened in the past is going to be in the past. All right, it's history. All right, now there are some cases, I guess people can time travel and go back to the past, but everybody don't have that ability. All right, so focus on the present and make sure you're building a strong foundation for your future. All right, so let's go ahead and hop into your motivational quote, which is pretty much going to end out your reading for the day. I love these motivational quotes, but your motivational quote for the day is, "There is more to life than increasing its speed." And this was written by Mahatma Gandhi. There is more to life than increasing its speed. That is 100% true. All right, don't rush through life. Take your time. Don't take your time, but don't rush through life either. All right, kind of reminds you of the movie Titanic. When he wanted to be in the newspapers because he wanted to get there at such a fast time, what happened? Problems arise, right? If he decided not to try to increase that speed, then maybe that boat may just have not hit that iceberg, or would have had enough time to turn and not hit that iceberg. Right? So there is definitely more to life than increasing its speed. Know what's going on around you. Pay attention to your surroundings. Make sure you are 100% honest with yourself. All right? And at the same time, live life to the fullest. All right? Keep going. If it didn't work the first time, all right, try it again. If it didn't work that time, try it again. All right, and keep trying. And then keep trying other things on top of that trying. All right? So that's your motivational message for today. If you are feeling the vibes, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button to be notified of those future episodes. Also, be sure to tune back in here with me tomorrow morning to get another motivational message. In the meantime, between time, be sure to keep your head up, stay strong, keep going, stay out the past, and remember that there is more to life than increasing its speed. Capiche? Have a great day, and I'll be sure to vibe with ya later.